bad.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and I've just finished doing the month of noirs, and now I'm going on to science fiction films. And I thought, what better way to start than to introduce my girlfriend to one of my all-time favorite films since I was a child, the original Planet of the Apes from 1968.
Because we couldn't watch the new version.
I didn't want to watch the new version. The new version. Well, there was two remakes. The first remake wasn't good at all.
Was that the one with? Didn't Mark Wahlberg? Wasn't
Yeah,
Mark
that
Wahlberg in
wasn't
one of
good.
them?
I didn't
No,
like
it's
that.
not good. Okay.
No, I didn't.
And the second one?
The second one? The second remake was, yeah, the second remake was good.
Yeah.
Well, I did like it, but the originals are my favorite. I love the original. Yeah, just really, really good. Charlton Heston, Roddy McDowall, Kim Hunter. Have you ever heard? You know Charlton Heston through
Yes.
Friends.
Yes.
Through Friends. He was in Earthquake.
I'm sure I've also seen him before.
Yeah,
like
he's done a lot of
Ben-Hur,
stuff.
I think.
He was a big actor back in the
yeah.
day. Yeah, really big actor. But I won't ask you what you think the premise is going to be about. The title kind of gives it. Yeah. So I think we will just get into it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction, and we'll see you at the other side.
But I do have I think I know what the base thing is, which is they go to a planet where on the planet there are the apes are the kings, not the humans.
Okay.
Kind of like a flip thing.
I won't say. Yeah. Okay, we will get into it. I don't want to say anything. But yeah, we will watch Planet of the Apes.
I thought now you're giving me a spoiler alert this time around.
What? I'm confused. Let's just watch the movie.
Everything seems different. Time bends. Space is...
The vastness of it.
I feel lonely. Does man, that marvel of the universe, that glorious paradox, still make war against his brother?
Yeah.
Keep his neighbor's children starving?
Also, interestingly enough, he can walk on the ground in that version. Oh, he did bring a woman.
Jerry, there's a woman. Long story. My sister-in-law once went to a garage to get something sorted for her car. Behind the counter, looked panicked and just called back, Jerry, there's a woman.
Wait a second, what did he do? Did he put himself to sleep now?
Mm-hmm. The reasons why I loved Planet of the Apes as a child was I just loved the setting of it. It really captured my imagination.
And they're in the water. The question is, are they gonna wake up from their deep, deep slumber?
You all right?
Steward?
The girl.
Stewart.
And what happened to her?
There must have been something happened that it wasn't contained properly, maybe?
Yes, okay. Blow the hatch before we lose all the power.
Look at the year now. 3,978, isn't it? How anxious would you be getting it?
Pretty.
Hmm?
Pretty anxious. It's another joke.
Gone.
Seriously, did he just comment that? Going, gone?
Some 320 light years from Earth on an unnamed planet in orbit around a star in the constellation of Orion.
The question is not so much where we are as when we are.
I think the question is also where they are.
You're like, no, let's get back to where we are, yeah.
Effect time, that's what I'd say.
20 rounds ammo, a medical kit, camera, TX9, food and water enough for 3 days.
How long is a day?
That's a good question. We have been away from Earth for 2,000 years, give or take a decade. That way.
Any particular reason?
None at all.
Get ready for the most absurd laughter ever.
WTF?
Your loved ones are dead and forgotten for 20 centuries.
What the hell is wrong with this
20
fella?
centuries. The tree.
Oh, Taylor, quit riding him.
There's just one reality left. We are here and it is now. You get hold of that and hang on to it, or you might as well be dead.
Except for me and Dodge, you've lived longer than anyone ever born.
Thinking somewhere in the universe there has to be something better than man.
Has to be.
And while he's chatting ahead, this guy has found something.
Life.
Well, that would be a good sign anyway.
That would be a good sign.
Where there's one, there's another, and another, and another.
So it's Taylor's your least favorite, is he?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great shot.
I actually like that landscape, but it's so, to me it's so
You don't like it?
uh-uh.
No, but it looks
interesting.
interesting,
but
is what I mean.
But also kind of disconcerting.
You would like to
Yeah,
go to the Grand
because-
Canyon, would you not?
Well, sure, but then I'll be in a car and I knew exactly when I'm going to be away from the Grand
of
Canyon.
course, you wouldn't want to be stranded like.
Oh, there's creatures. Is the whole planet like that?
Skipper,
Uh-oh.
look.
What the hell is that?
Scarecrows.
Scarecrows?
Hear that?
Water. And they're bare-arsed.
You probably would yourself, wouldn't you?
Oh god, yes.
Taylor! Look at this!
Fuck. Yep.
Taylor, look!
Oh god, he went through all their backpacks.
Then at least.
They didn't leave much, did they?
He's like, I like that one.
We got off at the wrong stop.
Look on the bright side. This is the best they've got around here. In 6 months, we'll be running this planet.
That was a very human
Hmm.
statement.
Hmm.
They run, guys, maybe you should run.
That was actually clever.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh no. London?
No, it's Taylor.
Taylor, sorry. So is he dead now? Oh my god, it's a child. Why are they hanging them upside down?
Well, those ones are dead, obviously.
Are they?
Yeah.
You know what the shocking thing is?
Oh.
That's a lot like they used to, you know, like all of the poor people that they brought from Africa to America as
Yeah.
slaves.
Yeah, like hunting for sport.
Yeah. So now they healed him? Why? Oh, they're experimenting. Alright.
Will he live?
I don't know. This beast has lost a lot of blood. You promised to speak to Dr. Zaius about me.
I did. You know how he looks down his nose at chimpanzees. Good morning, Julius. How's our patient today?
No change. The minute you open the door, he goes into his act.
Tame?
They're all tame until they take a chunk out of you.
Well, Bright Eyes. It still hurts, doesn't it?
See? He keeps pretending he can talk.
He seems to want something.
What did I tell you? Try that again and I'll break your arm!
What did he try to take away from her?
The little notepad.
Dr. Zaius.
And now we have the orangutan.
Bright Eyes. Show him. Go ahead, do your trick.
Why can't he speak?
Because he got
This
shot
is-
there, so
ah.
he's at the moment he think it
His
pains
voice.
him, so he can't.
Yes, amusing. A man acting like an ape.
Wonder how he'd score on a Hopkins manual dexterity test.
An animal?
He's moving his fingers.
Only because he saw you moving yours.
Oh, but perhaps he understood.
Man has no understanding. He can be taught a few simple tricks, nothing more. The sooner he is exterminated, the better. It's a question of simian survival.
Well, pretty much, flip the humanity.
It is
and
interesting, isn't it? The flip
it's just- they just
where
flip it,
where in
yeah.
that, yeah.
I've got a present for you.
It's not a bad gift, is it?
No.
So weird, isn't it? No, do some frolicking, fool around maybe,
Cornelius, up here.
Cornelius, up here.
He's cautious about his PDA, isn't he?
Yes.
What's so special about him?
Watch. Hello, Bright Eyes. Look, she remembers.
Remembers what?
The blood transfusion.
I hear you're planning another archaeological expedition.
With the Academy's approval, sir.
Jason.
Oh no, that was not clever.
You heard him. Take him inside.
He's against it, isn't he?
Sorry, Bright Eyes.
So like Zira?
Yeah. She seems to be the only...
Nice,
Julia!
I told you what you'd get.
He's just trying to get the notepad.
Do as I say.
Make it so.
So, combining two of my favourite sci-fi, Planet of the Apes and Star Trek.
Where did you learn to do this? Jefferson Public School,
Indiana.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. Back on that planet you say you came from?
Dodge was killed in the hunt. What happened to Landon? I don't know.
They fell out of the sky with you.
Flew.
Flight is a scientific impossibility.
And even if it weren't, why fly? Where would it get you?
What a great example to give him. What is this?
No creature can survive in the Forbidden Zone. I know, I've been there, I've seen it.
But what about your theory? The existence of someone like Taylor might prove it.
But I'm probably wrong.
That the ape evolved from a lower order primate, possibly man.
What is that?
A man, Dr. Maximus.
I know it's a man. And you know the rules.
A toy. It floats on the air. Try it.
Nonsense.
5 minutes. Have him ready.
How come? The beast's throat's nearly healed.
It's not his throat this time. The vet's going to gild him.
Killed him.
What is killed?
Just not good at that. Right, that's Zeus's orders.
Stay still now. Don't give me any trouble.
It's like, where the hell do you go, though? You know what I mean? I guess out of the town.
Yes, he has found
Mass.
peace in heaven. He was a model for us all.
Look! It's a man!
In heaven's name,
It's a little
get
kid.
rid of that creature!
Oh no. Get out of there. Oh shit.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Stuffed. Oh, look, see who it is.
Oh no, they stuffed him.
Yeah, Dodge.
Oh god. Always for the fucking neck.
You sticking with your race?
Yeah, in this case I am.
Is now in the custody of the Ministry of Science.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
He speaks.
That is an incredibly famous line. It's like, nah, I'm cool not to talk.
Yeah, me Tarzan, you Jane.
Me Tarzan, you Jane. Why?
A madhouse!
Oh, there were women, lots of love-making, but no love. That was the kind of world we'd made. Probably just as well she didn't make it this far. Can you love? I want.
Do you reckon think she can?
Probably. She smiles.
Look at that. I taught you to smile.
Is Dr. the prick Zeus coming?
Affairs, and on my left, Dr. Zayas, Minister of Science and Chief Defender of the Faith.
Why you're here?
At the very least, this man has the right to know whether there's a charge against him.
Exhibit is indeed a man. Therefore, he has no rights under ape law.
Let us warn our friends that they endanger their own careers by defending this animal.
Defend myself. Dr. Zera, would you tell White Eyes to be quiet?
My name is Taylor.
Bailiff, silence the animal. You may proceed, Mr. Prosecutor.
You're not going to listen to him.
Scientists who advance an insidious theory called evolution.
Come to the point, Dr.
It's clever, isn't it?
Not only can this man speak, he can think. He can reason.
Tell us, why are all apes created equal?
Some apes, it seems, are more equal than others.
Tell us, Bright
I agree.
Eyes. Bright Eyes, I believe the prosecutor has reassembled all the surviving humans that were captured in the hunt.
Reassembled.
That's him, that's Landon.
Which one?
The tall one in the back. Landon.
Oh!
No, I swear, I never saw this man before.
You did it. You cut up his brain, you bloody baboon!
I would say it definitely was Zeus.
Yeah,
I'd say he could have even heard Landon speak and was like,
Yeah.
But the beast could not speak, of course. Nor will he ever speak.
You did that to him, damn you! Memory, you took his identity, and that's what you want to do to me!
Bailiff, gag the animal.
Has come from somewhere in the Forbidden Zone. He's described the region to us and described it accurately, for I have been there. Not before I discovered evidence of a simian culture that existed long before the sacred scrolls were written. Behold this marvel, this living paradox, this missing link in an evolutionary chain.
The state charges Dr. Zira and Cornelius with contempt of this tribunal, malicious mischief, and scientific heresy. It's...
to be fair to them, they really put their neck out for him there at the end.
They
didn't
did. They did.
Your case was preordained. In a way, you did the state a service. Possible for us to expose Zira and Cornelius. Now the tribunal has placed you in my custody. Emasculation to begin with. Then experimental surgery on the speech centers. You really are and where you came from, and no veterinary shall touch you.
I told you, tribes. They live on another planet in another solar system.
Even in your lies, some truth slips.
How can the
appearance of one mutant send you into a panic?
Because you're not unique. There's the one you call Landon.
But you can cut pieces out of me. You've got the power.
Return this creature to his cage.
But you do it out of fear of me.
Because you're afraid of me! What are you afraid of, Doctor?
The truth.
The truth? Yeah, absolutely, yeah, because then, I mean, think about it, the whole system
It
could
contradicts what he's...
what they
over-
believe in.
yeah.
That male is to be transferred to the zoo.
At this hour? Who says so? It must be countersigned by Dr. Zaius.
Nice.
Not
Rescue.
really going to the zoo. That's just our story in case somebody stops us.
Get me out of this. She comes along too.
Zira doesn't want your female.
I want her. Go.
You glad he brought Nova?
Well, he needs someone.
Yeah.
Dr. Zero to the rescue.
Here, put this on. Come
I would do what she says. I mean, she's
Yeah.
already bending over backwards to try and help you.
To try to help him. That looks funny. It's like kissing like this.
But we won't need them.
I'm glad to hear it. I want one anyway.
Oh, Taylor pulling ring.
Now look here, Taylor, I'm in charge of this expedition.
Good for you. But you're not in charge of me. Not anymore. Dr. Zaius seemed to think there was another jungle beyond the Forbidden Zone. I'll try for that.
Helios and I have been indicted for heresy. Unless we can prove our theories, we don't stand a chance of acquittal.
You never told me. Why do you call this a forbidden zone?
No one knows. Set forth in the sacred scrolls. The lawgiver pronounced this whole area deadly.
Do you like it?
Why did you do that? Scrape off your hair.
In my world, when I left it, only kids your age wore beards.
It makes you look less intelligent.
Interesting.
When will you...
Lucius, don't fire at them.
You're all under the arrest. If there's any more shooting, Dr. Zaius, you'll be the first to go.
Taylor, you are not in command here. Put down that gun.
Shut up. Very well.
You see, the most you'll get is 2 years. But if you persist in pointing guns in my direction, you'll hang for...
Cave. And in that cave, a fabulous treasure of fossils and artifacts.
I've seen some of your fossils and...
There's your Minister of Science, honor-bound to expand the frontiers of knowledge.
Taylor, please.
Now, if they can prove those scrolls don't tell the whole truth of your history, if they can... Will you let them off?
Of course.
Let's go up to the cave.
Taylor put that well. There he is, Chief Defender of Fate, you know.
Cutting tools and arrowheads of quartz. And the fossilized bones of carnivorous gorillas. Artifacts lying here at this level and date back 700 years earlier. That's the paradox. More ancient culture is the more advanced. No, admittedly, many of these objects are unidentified. Lying right there, the human doll.
What does this prove? My granddaughter plays with human dolls.
Doll was found beside the jawbone of a man, and no trace of simian fossil has been found in this deposit.
You say these things were found at the same level as that doll?
Whoever owned him must have been in pretty bad shape. And eyeglasses.
He had a failing heart. Weak. Fragile animal. But he was here before you. Would an ape make a human doll that talks?
Would it?
Lucius.
I ought to kill you right now. Come on.
Cease fire! Withdraw!
I want a horse, food, and water. Enough for a week for me and this female. And 50 rounds of ammunition.
Born killer. Deliver the message.
Zayas needs to be knocked off his pedestal, didn't he?
Oh.
Oh, he's been tied around my neck. See how he likes it.
Don't treat him like that.
Why not?
It's humiliating.
I was humiliated by all of you. You led me around on a leash.
That was different.
Man was here first. You owe him your science, your culture, whatever civilization you've got.
Then, Cornelius, come here. Reach into my pocket.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. He kills for sport, or lust, or greed. He will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he is the harbinger of death.
There's a bit of a point there as well, I think, isn't there?
Definitely.
Oh, they can convict us of heresy? You've helped prove our innocence.
Doctor, I'd like to kiss you goodbye.
All right, but you're so damned ugly.
Ooh.
The hissing.
Kisses.
Yeah, it wasn't like, it wasn't the...
And you're right. I have always known about man. The Forbidden Zone was once a paradise. Your breed made a desert of it.
There's got to be an answer.
Don't look for it, Taylor. You may not like what you find.
It's a bit ominous, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Seal the cave.
That is correct, and you will both stand trial for heresy.
But the proof, the dog. Why must knowledge stand still? What about the future?
I may just have saved it for you.
What will he find out there, Doctor?
His destiny.
No, that's interesting still, but we won't find out, right?
Really harsh on Zero and Cornelius that they proved their theories, you know. But for him, it's like the greater good. It has to be covered up.
On a positive note, he's riding with a half-naked woman along a beach. What is that? That looks like the Statue of Liberty.
Oh my God. I'm back.
Oh, he just traveled into the future.
Really did it.
You maniac! God damn you all to hell!
It is the Statue of Liberty.
It's a hell of an ending, isn't it?
That is a brilliant ending.
Yeah, isn't it?
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, Planet of the Apes. I'm just going to ask you, what did you think of the 1968 smash hit film Planet of the Apes, starring Charlton Heston, Kim Hunter, Roddy McDowall, and Maurice Evans?
I could have given you the tape without you giving me the list of the actors. It was brilliant. It was a really good film.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
it was a good
sure
film.
how you took to it. I wasn't sure how you were just sitting beside you, but I'm really glad to hear that you did really
Yeah,
like it.
no. Well,
It's a clever film, isn't it?
it's a clever film.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's not the type of film that I would put on a Sunday afternoon just
It's
to have a
adventure.
laugh.
It's a fun
you know,
adventure.
like-
Yeah, but an adventure.
No, it's not so much adventurous.
Initially
and
it is.
cruel, like. you
Oh,
know.
it is that. It's all
But
that.
yeah, but it's very interesting. It's a very, very interesting commentary on,
Yeah.
on humanity,
Mhm.
because and also the ending is brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, and when I was looking, like they basically filmed it from
The way
the
they
back
framed
Statue
it, yeah.
of Liberty. I was
And-
like, that looks like the Statue of Liberty.
And that's why I kind of like it. I was like, oh yeah, it does actually look a little bit like it. I didn't want to say anything. because
All right,
I wanted you to have the
wow.
surprise.
Yeah,
like, you know.
that's incredible. No, it was very clever. It was
Yeah.
very clever.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really clever. Because it was commenting on everything that humanity has messed up. You know, religion.
Well, like that you can take it
kind
way
of-
too far, and how you can use it in a bad way, in such a bad way. That, like,
What do you mean you can take it way too far? Religion has done all of that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how you can
Yeah.
take it to such a length where it can do these horrible things. You know.
Yeah, but it's like it was just basically just commenting on humanity's past and said,
And also the fear
you're
of
actually
people
getting it
having
into
another
the-
opinion or another view. Like look at Zero and Cornelius, how like because they
Yeah, but that's all of that
No, but-
actually did happen.
no, that's the
Yeah.
point I'm making. That like they had that as well, where it
I
was
mean,
like
they literally killed people for having Like
that's-
especially when you look into Christian religion, you know, like and the past of it, like they've had people killed because they said, you know, man is not the center of the universe, because that's the whole idea. Plus, you know, this ideology of you know, like humans are above animals, you know, they're the masters of the planet.
Yeah.
And like the apes just turned that around and
Oh, it's the
said,
flip-
you know,
flipped
like
it around.
it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
flipped it.
yeah.
It was really interesting, and yeah, also very, it was really good at the time that it was made. It was in 1968.
Yeah.
And like I also thought it was so, it was like, also when you look into, you know, like American history, not just American history, it was everywhere. The slavery, you know, slavery was the same thing. I mean, the Romans even, like they had, there were, you know, there were the Roman, what do you call them, the Gives? So the people that were the citizens, so you had the citizens, then you had women, and then you had slaves. And it was like, you know, that's basically how they took it in here as well, you know. And like the African American character is the first one to die, you know. And like I was just thinking,
Oh God, yes, yeah.
and also I was thinking, you know, like that was in 1968, you know, and it was just like it slavery hadn't been abolished for that long, like in maybe 100 years or something. I'm not like that fluent on American history, but still, it's like, I mean, as I said, you don't need to get down to like one country, because it's been everywhere.
Yeah,
you know,
like I said, there is a
it's
lot
been
of
everywhere.
There's a lot
on the planet.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I'm just saying, it does. The movie does have a lot of commentary going on, and that's a lot of stuff that when I was a child and first saw Planet of the Apes, I wouldn't have picked up on that. To me, it was just like, which it also has. It's a great premise, just this like coming into this world where apes rule, and that whole thing as a child or being. I still love that, but also on top of it, you get the more complex aspects of it as well that you don't pick up
as a child, you
as
don't
a child,
pick up on those.
but you still find it entertaining anyway, you know. But then it was so tragic, like, especially when landing and you see what they actually did. Like that was horrible. That was like his last hope, kind of proving. And Zeus is a magnificent bastard.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And then Zira is so sweet, like, you know, the kind of thing that the chimpanzee, you know, she was really nice, trying to help him the whole time.
But it's also interesting how they say, you know, like that they even put in the theory of kind of like racism a little bit by saying a chimpanzee doctor is not going to become, you know, one of the
he lets his nose down at chimpanzees.
Exactly. So like they literally commented on like everything that humanity has messed
and
up.
The one other cool thing I thought was cool is, like, remember in the first half an hour, like Taylor was such a pessimist. All these comments he was making at Landon, you know, about humanity, but then you see he's wanting something now when he's like, when he thinks he's found Landon, like he loves some humanity now, you know. It's like how it's flipped, you know. But I'm really glad that you liked it, because I always loved Planet of the Apes.
But that's certainly a very clever film.
Yeah.
Certainly a very clever film. I'd like to know how the remake was. Was it the same story, or
no,
did they
actually? They go differently, but they kind of show how the intelligent apes first came to be. It's done differently, but there are sequels to this as well. So would you be interested in watching some of the sequels?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it would be interesting.
So the second one, it takes place not long after the first one. So you see, like, Taylor's back in it and Nova, and there's stuff going on.
Interesting.
So, yeah. But guys, we hope you enjoyed it, the reaction, and as I said, I'm going to be doing some more sci-fis now this month. The Thing from Another World, what's the War of the Worlds, the original, as well. So it'll be coming to them. And just quick shout out to my patrons as well, to Ravi, to Gigi Gooding, to Mary, to Blaze, and to me Hall. And guys, I have a Patreon page. You can check. There'll be a full uncut reaction to this as well. That'll be on my Patreon page if you want to check that out, to become a member on that. I'll also set up channel membership on my channel here on YouTube as well, if you want to check that out. There's Gunsmoke reactions on that. But until next time, guys, slongful.